I've been playing Battlefield since the Battlefield 2 days, hundreds of hours across every entry since then. And honestly, this is the first time in a long while I felt that same spark from Battlefield 3 and 4. After 2042, which honestly felt like a total identity crisis, all the specialist and hero style gameplay pushing it towards Overwatch territory. I didn't have high hopes. But now, even though I'm late to the party, this one feels like a genuine step back in the right direction. I still have a few thoughts and concerns, things I hope they refine for the future, but at least it's finally feels like Battlefield again. When it comes to the general feel and vibe, I think they finally nailed what Battlefield's supposed to feel like. You got gunfire whizzing past, smoke filling the air, tanks and helicopters tearing through the map, medics sprinting through chaos just to save one guy, only to get dropped themselves seconds later. Those classic Battlefield moments are back, the beautiful kind of chaos that makes every match feel cinematic. The overall design feels tighter too. The map seems a bit smaller than 2042's giant playground. And honestly, that's a good thing. In 2042, everything felt too open, too disconnected. Here it's like they actually thought about how a battle should flow and where the action naturally converges. There's still tons of destruction, though sometimes it's a bit unclear what is full destructible and what isn't. One of my favorite new touches is the portable staircase for the Assault class. It sounds small, but it adds so much player creativity and verticality. Suddenly you can make your own routes, climb to unexpected spots, or set up ambushes that really surprise people. My one gripe is the pacing. The time to kill feels a little too fast. There are moments where you get shot from every direction and barely have time to react, especially in modes like Escalation or Conquest. It's chaotic, sure, but sometimes it crosses into frustration. Still, when everything clicks, it's that perfect mix of tension, teamwork, and unpredictable fun that reminds me of why I love Battlefield in the first place. The game modes overall feels solid. They didn't reinvent the wheel here, but that's not necessarily bad. The new escalation mode is an interesting twist of Conquest. It plays like a more focused, layered version of the classic mode. It's a fun change of pace, but I think for most players, Breakthrough is still going to be the go-to. It's structured, intense, and you actually don't know where the fight is happening, and more importantly, where your back is safe. Personally, I found myself playing mostly Breakthrough and Rush, since they give that sense of direction and momentum that makes Battlefield feel organized in the chaos. Conquest and Escalation can be great too, but they definitely shine more when you're running with a full squad. As a solo player, it's tough to make a big impact. Capturing flags or holding objectives alone can feel like a losing battle. But when you do squad up and coordinate, that's when Battlefield 6 really clicks. Those small coordinated pushes, those desperate flag defenses, that's where the serious magic is still alive. When it comes to weapons and balance, I actually think they've done a pretty good job overall. I've not unlocked everything yet, but I got a decent sense of how each weapon class feels once you start adding attachment and experimenting. Snipers, for example, feels good. They're strong and satisfying, but not overpowered. They punish you if you're careless, but they're still manageable if you move smart and use cover. I haven't run into any of those frustrating one-shot moments from nowhere yet, which is a good sign. My biggest issue right now, though, is the SMG and assault rifle balance. SMGs are just a bit too strong. They got the same damage output, better control, and high fire rate, and they even perform surprisingly well at mid to long range. Meanwhile, assault rifles just feels underwhelming. There's too much bloom, not enough precision or power at range. It kinda leans too far into that fast run and gun Call of Duty style, which doesn't fit Battlefield's more tactical vibe. That's not what I want in my Battlefield game. Personally, I'd like to see assault rifles get a small buff to precision and long range damage, and SMGs turned down beyond short to mid range fights. Right now, I'm mostly running carbines and DMRs, even though SMGs are meta. It just doesn't feel immersive to me to sprint around spraying people with one. Battlefield has always been about the balance between chaos and control, and I think a few weapon tweaks could really bring that back. But overall, I'm honestly having a lot of fun with Battlefield 6, and I'm excited to see where they take it from here. It really feels like DICE finally remembered what makes this series special. And this game is a strong step in the right direction. Map-wise, I think they're all solid, but some areas just definitely stand out more than others. A few zones can feel a bit flat or forgettable, while others capture that classic Battlefield energy perfectly. I'm hoping they expand the rotation with new maps soon, just to add more variety and fresh battlegrounds. One thing I personally love to see though is dynamic weather making a comeback. Imagine matches where the skies darken, a storm rolls in, or fog changes visibility mid-battle. 2042 maybe went overboard with it, but a toned down version here could really add a lot of atmosphere. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm going to keep playing. I might cover future updates or new seasons as they drop. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to leave a comment, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. There's more to come, and thanks for watching. Until the next one.